Firstly, please confirm, am I audible? Please confirm once, am I audible? Yeah, thanks. So, before we start with the session, very good morning, everyone. Sorry, for me, good morning. For you, good evening. So, hope you are all doing fine. And I am also doing great here. So, maybe you know that I'm having works here. So, I came. And because of that time gap between you and me, for me, it's now morning 8 o'clock. For you, I think it's 8:30. Yeah, sorry, for you it is around 7 o'clock in the evening. Okay. So for the next 15 days, for me in the morning time, and for you during the evenings, the class will be there. Once I come back, we will have a uniformity in the timings. So before we start with the session, I just wanted to tell about these batches. Okay, what is this concept oriented batch? What we are going to do with respect to these batches and how we are going to achieve the targeted result. So here the main motive is not to just a time pass. We are going to be very serious for the next 70-75 days till you write the exam. Okay, till you write the exam, I will be there with you. So till you attempt your September exams, these sessions will continue. Okay, classes completed, revision we will do, revision completed, exams we will do. In some or the other way, I will be with you. Okay, and we are also going to merge a basic level of motivation from the rankers. They will come and talk with you. So to motivate you at all the levels till you go to the exam. Okay, so there are so many things that are planned this time at the service of the students, such that you will definitely get a very good benefit out of all. So everyone, good evening for all of you. Ellarku vanakkam. Everyone, you should only tell how you are. எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? Yeah, thank you very much for that level of participation. This is what required here. See, my only intent was very, very clear. More number of students getting benefited out of the free classes is the main motive behind this. So, 1 second, just everyone, you can stop putting the messages just for a while, because I wanted to talk something very serious for the coming examination. So, therefore, let me first speak on that and then we will start with our session. You can put messages, you can ask me the questions, I will answer. I said, na, anyway, 75 days, I am completely dedicated to you every day, 3 hours. Okay, I will not tell throughout the day I will be with you, but 3 hours in a day, completely dedicated to the students for CA Inter. Okay, so just a minute, please hold on, everyone. Just a minute, please. Okay. So firstly, I just wanted to tell about the batch. Okay. What we are going to achieve through this particular thing, let me explain first. See, we are having live for three subjects, as I already said. One is a law, another one is a DT, third one is the FM. What we are going to do with these three subjects on a daily basis, let me explain. Law. For five selected chapters, sorry, not five, I selected six chapters totally. For six selected chapters, we are going to do nowhere before in India type in depth of discussions from the Bare Act, understanding the concept, understanding the exam questions in depth for six chapters we are going to do. All the remaining chapters, we are going to do question bank discussion. Through that, I will explain the concept simply to tell in your language. This will be a fast paced discussion without wasting your time, because marks are expected low from these areas and topics are little bit easy also. So there is no point of putting lot of time on chapters like dividends, etc., because easily we can understand. But six chapters that are selected. Number one will be the chapter called as share capital. Number two, FEMA. Number three, LLP Act. Students are finding it very, very difficult in exam from the last three papers. Everyone is saying that LLP understand exam question, they are duck out. Why? Because they are not asking questions directly from the question banks, they are asking technically. So, FEMA, LLP, general meetings, okay, general meetings. Next one, accounts of company, incorporation chapter. These chapters, I am going to have a in-depth discussion, means line to line, word to word, point on point basis we are going to analyze along with the questions that were given in the past exams. So we are not going to just read and go. Please, again, I am requesting students, please don't put any messages now. Listen. First, concentrate on listening. Then you will understand what we are going to do in the next coming 75 days. Or else, again, you will ask the questions on the same point. Sir, what is the agenda for these classes? Waste of our time. Okay, quality time. So please listen first. After that, you put messages. I will reply to each and every of your message. Class is safe for you. Why you will not reply to you? So please listen first. So law with regard to this, six chapters in depth. Remaining chapters we will go through the question bank. There we will understand the concept. For example, we will start with example. Example I am telling, not literally. For example, we take one chapter, prospectus, which is not in these six chapters. How we are going to cover that? That does not mean I will just go through in 5 minutes and close. No. For these kind of chapters which are not covered by six chapters, first I will take the colored charts. Colored charts will contain 100% syllabus. Every section we will cover first. For example, I will cover section number 31. Red herring prospectus. Okay. 30, 31 or shelf prospectus, red herring prospectus. I will first cover the sections. Okay. Say example, I covered red herring prospectus. Charts. Immediately after covering red herring prospectus, we will take the past exam questions on that and we will cover those. So like that, we will go for the remaining chapters, which are easier than those six chapters. Clear, everyone? Now I want one reply from all of you. Did you understand? And do you like this method of understanding or not? Rather than all chapters going through question bank, rather than all chapters in depth and spending 200 hours, this is quite a very good hybrid method of understanding where more marks concentrated chapters we will put more depth. Less marks concentrated chapters and easy chapters we will put lesser time. Please reply. But one thing I will promise is, asla six chapters like you will become the best in understanding than anyone in the market. Undoubtedly, because these areas are also important as a practicing chartered accountant. So we concentrate more on those. Clear? Yeah, this is the first point. Now let me show you our new law notes. Okay, well, I'm going to show you the new law notes. I already said now I'm preparing a new law notes. let me share with you how it look like. Okay, so you will see when I say in depth na, it should be also on the paper, not just on the air. Best method la we will learn means show me what is the proof is my classes. Other than classes, show me where it is. So that's the first thing I found, that I'm taking classes from the study material, bare act. So because of that, some students are feeling to some extent uncomfortable. I can understand that. So I just wanted to erode also that point. This time I came with the best material. I'm going to showcase before you the first chapter, preliminaries to the Companies Act. You should judge and tell how it is genuinely. Okay. So let me show you our new law material. See the screen once. See, designing is pending, headers, footers, everything, remaining everything. Material 100% ready. Designing we have to do. After that, the full book will come out. Where a level it will look like. But I just wanted to show you how the book has come. From this only we are going to discuss the in-depth chapters. I said in-depth chapters. From this only we are going to take. Okay. One question from our student. Management and administration you will take, or general meetings? When I write general meetings, I'm talking about management administration, full chapter, including the return filing, everything, full chapter, section 88 to 122. This is the answer for Mr. Abdullah. Sorry, I'm very, very sorry. ABCD. I couldn't see properly. So someone ABCD, Mr. ABCD or Mr. ABCD, I don't know who is it. This is the answer for your question. Okay. So I will show you the material once. See here how the question bank, how the content material was made. Okay, let me show you. First, every chapter starts with the learning objectives. What are all the topics in that? Charts is about appealing to the eyes. Charts material was focused on simplifying the concept. Again, content material also, if I simplify, I am the biggest fool on this planet. Okay. Simplified content, if student want before exam, charts material 250 pages, 200 pages, la entire law will be over. But this will be exhaustive for practice, for long standing understanding of the concepts, having a good grip over law subject. Like this we are going to do for all the three. So I'm talking about law now. So to get a very good grip over the law subject, to become an expert in studying law wherever it is, so this book will help you. How it was made, let me show you. See the screen once. Learning objectives. First, preamble to Companies Act. Short title. Basic definitions. Company means what? Body corporate means what? Later, all the kinds of companies. Example, one question is coming from this particular area. Next, all the connected definitions. Means, totally for our exams, 73 definitions are applied. In that 73, around 30 definitions we will read in this chapter itself. Which chapter? Prelims. So, for example, there is a definition called as a promoter. You will not find anywhere here. Why? Second chapter, incorporation, we will read that. Okay. Next, there is a particular word called as a memorandum. Where is memorandum here? We will discuss that in incorporation. Articles, we will read it in incorporation. There is a definition called as abridged prospectus. You will not find here. Where we will read? Prospectus chapter. So respective chapter related definitions we will read there. These will be specifically in general definitions that we are going to study. 30 definitions we will complete here itself. Remaining 43 definitions will be scattered across the 10 chapters of our syllabus. Okay. It's a first observation that everyone has to put in the mind. Okay. Next one. See here. Part 1. How the chapter was divided. Like this we covered all the chapters. Okay. See here. Okay. See here once. Preamble to the Companies Act. First we will explain preamble, need, mission of Companies Act. Concept 2. Short title, extent, commencement and application. I will just show you the material. Simple questions I will go through. From now, exam questions will start. See here how beautifully the material was made out. For example, I wanted to discuss on definition of company and a body corporate. What we will do, first we will take the definition of company. Detailed explanation. Company means a company incorporated under this act or under previous company law. ICA study material, after a topic, they will give example without making the student to go again to the study material and read. That's why I'm telling you, this book is a combination of Bare Act, Kaushik Mukesh Brain, third one ICA material, okay, and past exam questions compilation. This is combination of all. Past exams, like if there is any point that is tested, that point was given as additional analysis. Clear? Like question answer format I don't give. That concept I taken and I have kept as a point here. So if you read this properly, you will read Bare Act, you will read KM's Mind, you will read study material, you will read past exam questions, content you will read. Okay. So ICA example, wherever ICA has given example, in this color in a box I clearly kept ICA example. I don't want it to claim ICA's credit as my credit. It's ICA example. If it is my example, I will clearly write author's note. You won't find that in study material. That is my analysis. If institute explained an example, I give all credits to institute. If institute did not explain anything, I will take credit and I will explain. So company, definition, example given by ICA. This additional analysis is my analysis completely. How to understand company definition? Next, body corporate definition. Again, see, ICA example. Differences between company and a body corporate. All headings will be in this color only throughout the book. There is no confusion. Okay. So, notifications, if any are there, I will give here. Kinds of companies, you can see. Private company definition. Today we are going to complete this chapter only. ICA note. If it is a note given by ICA, like this I will write. Nothing is my credit. So these are all our points. Special analysis on limit of 200. Like this, we analyze each and every point. Clear? So difference between private company, public company, one person company, holding company, subsidiary company. See, ICA note again. ICA example, associate company, ICA note. Just I will show you. These are all authors example. You can see there. Authors example means what? Since institute did not give any example, I created 7 different cases to understand what is a government company. Okay. Next one is what? Foreign company definition. Next one, small company, like this. Illustration. ICA example. Just be patient to understand how the book was made. Listed company. After that, connected, the beauty. Connected definitions you see. No other booklet you will find this much of analysis on the connected definitions. Okay. See. Connected definitions. Total voting power. So what is a voting power? Because in some sections they will use the word voting power. In some sections they will use the word share capital. Correct? That we need to learn. Next. Paid up share capital. Turnover means what? Director means what? Board of directors means what? Officer means what? Okay, this is the author note. Again, since institute did not explain that word, I explained through the interpretation rule also how EduSystem generalist will be used to understand. Director, manager, KMP, de facto controls, all these things. Managing director definition. There in your syllabus. So test to become managing director. Meaning of substantial powers. Other analysis. See, what is the meaning of the word such as, how to understand, everything was analyzed clearly. Interpretation of the word occupying the position of where you will find, in which book you will find here. So we made full analysis on each and every line and sentence here. What is the definition of manager? What is the definition of KMP? Officers in default. Significance of the word any. When he will be author's example number 1, 124.7. Author's example number 2, 127. Significance of the term namely. Significance of the word any of the. If KM unleashes his real power, how it will be? Next 75 days, enjoy. Okay. So I was idle because of so many other reasons here. Last 3 months, we will show. Mark my words. So, significance of the term namely, how to understand the word namely, how to understand the term any of the. Okay. So, what is the meaning? Why I use the word any of the? Why I use the word namely? How to understand it? Yeah. So, note. ICA example is ICA example. Features of company. So, this you know. Artificial legal person, perpetual succession, corporate wheel concept. Again, all case laws will be in green color. Any case law you take, it will be in green color. So, when you see green color content, the case law. Case law, there is no doubt on that. Booklet consistently, see, it is case laws. Protection of revenue, Dinsha Manik G. Petit, Daimler versus Continental Tire and Rubber Company. The green color na case law. Okay, lifting of corporate wheel under statutory provisions, miscellaneous concepts. So 464. This question 464 I saw in one of the recent RTP, not there in our study material also, but they are asking in RTP 464 section. So I thought we should not leave any single line this time. So 464 I have done full analysis to make you understand. And punishment for fraud. This is our chapter 1. See, chapter 1 lone we covered so many aspects. Today we are going to start with it. Everyone in the class, did you like the material or not? Genuinely give your reply. Everyone. See, this should be a remarkable day in the history of CA students. 800 students joining live. Yeah, see how dedicated these people are. If a content is proper, you are the example, and you proved me right always, and you are proving always. Let me take this here. What a participation! What a participation! Excellent. Very level. So yes, I am getting lot of comments now. Thank you, thank you. So this is how we are going to start with our law first. And as I already said, every day two classes we are going to do. Okay, every day two classes we are going to do. Today we are going to start with the law and DT. When I start with DT, like this, I will show what is our pattern of learning. Okay, so everyone, I want from you two things. Number one, please have one book with you. We are not going to write all the things and waste our time, but I am telling you what we are going to write. Okay, va? See, open the book. I will tell you what we need to write. Write down. Open your notes. Separately put one note for law. Even if it is 10-15 pages also no problem for me, but freshly put 10-15 pages dedicated for law. Wherever I say some points, you have to write that. But what we are going to do now, I will explain you. See, keep the heading. Okay, see here. What we are going to do now, keep the heading. Keynotes to remember. Okay, what is this keynotes to remember? I will tell you. What are all we are going to write also, I will tell you. Please listen first. Number one, provisions. I am writing roughly. Provisions requiring MOA approval. Provisions requiring AOA approval. Provisions requiring CG approval. Time frames. What is this here? Time frames. See, penalties already charts available. Eligibility criteria. What is eligibility criteria? Paid up capital 50 crores or more. All those things also there in our charts material. But act is very lengthy. Wherever articles approval is required, memorandum approval is required, we can't write it. But we are going to do that this time. So separate dedicated 15 pages you put for this. All provisions, wherever when we are reading, require MOA approval, we will write there. Such that exam time la, it requires MOA approval, AOA approval, doubt will not come to you. Same like AOA. AOA also around 35-40 sections in our syllabus contains AOA approval. And authorization of buyback authorization is required, reduction of share capital authorization is required, issue of redeemable preference shares kit is required. So many sections are there where it requires articles approval. How will you remember which provision require article approval, which provision don't require? Bonus shares kit required, right issue kit required. How do you know which section kit is required? I will remember because I will be taking the same subject and I love this. But student need not remember now all these things every time. So we will write here and we will try to revise them multiple times in the class itself such that you will remember the content. Everybody please answer. Did you understand what I said? So looks like sir has watched Karupu movie recently. Not recently, first day I watched God Mode on. Okay. Okay, done. So, keynotes to remember 10 to 15 pages you put. Wherever we find MOA approval, we will write. Wherever AOA approval, we will write. Wherever CG approval, we will write. And very important thing is the time frame. What is a time frame? I will explain. See, so many sections are there in our syllabus, around 45 to 50 occasions, like time limits will come. And file it within 7 days, file it within 14 days, file it within 30 days, file it within 60 days, file it within 90 days. Like this topics will come. One place, two places. See, when I am reading one chapter, I will remember. But next chapter, when I go previous chapter, I will forget. See, chapter like charges. There are 7 time limits in that one chapter. Chapters like dividends, there are 3 time limits. Okay, unpaid dividend accounting one time limit is there. Dividend to be transferred to a separate bank accounting one time limit is there. Declaration and payment of dividend one transfer is there. Sorry, IEPF transfer one time limit is there. I am very sorry. Unpaid dividend account statement to be filed with SEBI and website. Another time, one chapter there are around 5 to 6 time limits each and every chapter. We are having 10 chapters totally. Okay, around 60 to 70 time limits will be there. How will anyone will remember? If you have in a sequence, then you will easily remember. Chapter wise we will write. Are you all clear, everyone? Okay. Okay. Now, see here. First day of our class, we are going to start with first thing. See here. We are going to start with our day 1 of concept oriented batch, first of its kind in India. Daily we are going to announce to the entire world that we are not going by exam point of view, any 1 or 2 points. We are going by concept, such the student will be in a position to write any kind of question paper, my guarantee. For that we are driven towards a concept oriented batch where we are not going to do any gimmicks, no magics, only logic and understanding the concept in its truest sense. Okay, the eyes of the lawmaker, we are going to observe clearly how they wanted to convey. We will take exam questions, we will take ICA study material, we will cover every single point. We are not going to leave anything. Clear, everyone? Let us begin. See, firstly, preliminaries to the Companies Act. This is not in our 6 chapters. Okay, therefore, what we are going to cover now, see here. First, we need to cover a definition of what is a company, and we will cover definition of what is a body corporate, and we will cover all the kinds of companies. Don't underestimate small company amendment is there. Amendment is there also in some of the other types. Listed company level amendment is there. So please don't take it light. Okay na? Session once it starts, be serious. Anyway, 1.5 hours na. Can't you spend 1.5 hours a day for your career? So let us begin. See here. Kinds of company we will read later. First we are going to see basic definition of what is a company. See here. Definition of company. Sir, Bare Act we need to read. No need to have your Bare Act also because this is Bare Act. First line is taken from Bare Act directly. So, definition of a company. Section 2, Clause 20. Section 2, Clause 20. Company means a company incorporated under this act or under any previous company law. Question will come. Sir, what do you mean by this act? This act represents Companies Act 2013. I will share this PDF with you now itself. Please take from the Telegram app. Everyone, please go to the Telegram group once because everyone is available there. I will share the document there itself. Just a minute. Just give me a minute time. Done. It's shared. It's shared on the Telegram group. You can see. So some are asking the question. I have taken regular class. I have taken EOB. Okay, is it a substitute? Okay, that is different. This is different here. Here we are going to do completely different analysis, as I said in the previous videos also. See, I have shared the document on Telegram group. About the audit class, I will announce at the end of the today's class. Please stay live. So I have points to share with you with regard to that also. I shared the document with you. Okay. So firstly, let us start from the beginning. So definition of a company. Company means a company incorporated under this act or under any previous company law. Okay. Let's go from the exam point of view first. Point number 1. Company incorporated under this act means what? Companies Act 2013. Previous company law means what? Previous company law means this Companies Act is not the first Companies Act in India. Na? There are so many other Companies Acts also. Okay. I will just tell you the understanding, how our understanding should be. There is a Companies Act from 1881 also. Okay. 1881 onwards, the Companies Act was there. 1866 lo one Companies Act is there. 1881 lo it is there. 1920s lo it is there. 1942 lo it is there. Means, for example, IC has given example like this. Reliance Industries Limited is incorporated in 1973. This act came in 2013. Reliance is incorporated in 1973. Means under which Companies Act it might have got incorporated? 1956 Companies Act. For them, this Companies Act will apply or will not apply? Will apply, because company does not mean only the companies incorporated under this act. It also include companies incorporated under previous company law. So Reliance Industries, Tata Steel incorporated in 1907. Infosys incorporated in 1981. Such companies are incorporated under 1956 Act are also included in the above definition and all are treated as company. So if you treat something as a company, what will happen? Companies Act will apply to them. So Companies Act will apply to companies. Companies Act is applicable to companies. What is a company? Whichever company is incorporated under this act will become a company automatically. Okay, wa? Everyone? Yeah. So question number 2. What is a body corporate as defined by the Companies Act? Body corporate or a corporation includes here means. Whenever the word means come, only those will come into the definition. Whenever the term includes come, also those will come, not only them. For example, I said like this. This example I always say, for our understanding I am telling. Okay. See here. Shall we? See, alphabet includes A, B, C, D. I said like this. And alphabet includes only A, B, C, D. Yeah. Alphabet includes A, B, C, D means it also includes A, B, C, D apart from all others. Or I will tell alphabet includes X, Y and Z. What does it mean? Oh, alphabet means X, Y, Z. Alphabet includes X, Y, Z. What does it mean? Apart from so many other things, these are also alphabets. Did you all understand the point or not, everyone? Clear? So everyone please stay live because we are going to start with some exam points also now, once after this. So please concentrate properly, stay live completely throughout the session. That's what I said. Okay. So whenever the term includes come, includes is a inclusive definition. We are discussing about interpretation of statutes now. Whenever the term means come in the provision, means always represents a restricted meaning. Means what? Only that meaning you have to give when I say means. But when I use the word includes, it is not restricted, it is illustrated. Illustrated means what? For example, I am telling this. Remaining so many things can be there, you can also bring them. For example, I will tell this way. Person includes individual HUF company. Then, sir, firm, LLP, where is that, sir? I said includes individual HUF and company. That does not mean only these will be there. Are you understanding? Also these will be there. Other real meaning. Okay. So, likewise, body corporate or a corporation includes a company incorporated outside India but does not include cooperative society or any other notified body corporate. Notified by whom? Central government. See, body corporate is not means, body corporate is an inclusive definition. What is a body corporate? Body corporate includes company incorporated outside India. See, here we have to understand in a proper way. See, I always tell this, but again, just for iteration purposes, I am repeating. Body corporate. What does it mean? See, first point number 1. There is a simple equation. There is a body, artificial. Okay, artificial, having corporate features. CF means corporate features. We are human beings. We are having human features like taste, smell, touch, like this. Company has corporate. Company don't have taste, smell, touch, etc. They have their own features called as corporate features. What are the corporate features? Artificial existence, limited liability, perpetual succession, common seal, separate legal existence. These are all not for human beings. Human beings have artificial existence, limited liability, perpetual succession, will live forever, common seal, or separate legal existence. No, these don't have for a human being. These all have for the corporates. These 5 when you have, you are called as a corporate. You are called as what? Corporate. Touch, smell, all these things are there. Na speech, everything, human. Understood? Animals don't have speech, na? So you are also having a speech, mind to apply. These are all human features. Okay. So artificial existence, limited liability, perpetual succession, common seal and separate legal existence. These are all corporate features. So any body, artificial body having corporate features incorporated under Companies Act, we call as a company under the Companies Act. I repeat again, no confusion. There is an artificial body having corporate features incorporated under Companies Act. Then we call it as a company in this Companies Act. Okay. Next, there is an artificial body having corporate features. Okay, having corporate features incorporated under any act. I'm not telling Companies Act, any act. Okay, there is a body having corporate features incorporated under any act. There is a body having a corporate features. We call it as body corporate. Now you will tell the answer. I will listen. I want comment from all of you. Company bigger than body corporate bigger than company. Which of the following is right? 1 or 2 or? That's it. Put a message. Put a comment. 1 or 2. Which is the right answer? Company bigger than body corporate bigger than company as per the definition. Reply. Around 800 people are in live. 800 answers should come if you are participating. Very good. Superb. So 99%, not 99, almost 100% rightly answered. Body corporate definition is bigger than a company definition. Company will take only incorporated under Companies Act. Body corporate will take wherever you are incorporated with corporate feature will become a body corporate. So body corporate means any artificial body having corporate features makes a body corporate. Okay. So definition of company over, definition of body corporate over. So now let's come to definition. What they wanted to tell, any act na which act? Any act, yeah, even foreign law also will be there. That's why company incorporated outside India means it might be incorporated under a foreign law. That is also included in the body corporate. Sir, okay sir, I understood body corporate includes also foreign companies. Clarity is there. But give example, Companies Act also will come. Correct? Okay. Now, next one. Example take. Let us take second one. State Bank of India. State Bank of India is a company but incorporated under SBI Act. Therefore, under Companies Act, we don't call it as a company because you are not born to the Companies Act. Companies Act, when you are reading, limited view you have to see. What is a company under Companies Act? If you are born to me, I will call you as a company. If you are born not to me, I will not call you as a company. Though you are normally a company for outside purposes. See, State Bank of India shares are traded in stock market. TCS shares are traded in stock market. I am calling TCS a company. I am calling SBI also as a company for all normal purposes. But when you are reading Companies Act, State Bank of India will never be called as a company because you are not born to me. This is what Companies Act is saying. Are you all clear or not? Everyone, reply. Everyone understood? Clear? Yeah. So now, what is a company? What is a body corporate? Company means a company incorporated under this act or under any previous company law. 1 point over. Next one, body corporate or a corporation includes a company incorporated outside India, but does not include cooperative society, does not include a central government notified body corporates. Done. Other things apart, okay, body corporate definition, what additional analysis I have given, let us see. Body corporate definition is an inclusive definition. Please open the notes. Body corporate includes a company incorporated outside India. That means along with Indian companies, it also covers company incorporated outside India. Examples I have given. Hence, the following entries to the body corporate, following are the entries to the body corporate. First, it includes company incorporated outside India. Means what? Includes means only that or also that. And along with that, what is also there? Company incorporated under Companies Act will go into body corporate. Company incorporated under any previous company law will go into body corporate. LLP incorporated in India goes into body corporate. LLP incorporated outside India also will go into definition of body corporate. Company incorporated outside India will also go into body corporate. The body corporate is so big that it will capture all kinds of entities having corporate features. To sum up, every company is a body corporate, but every body corporate may not be a company. Certain body corporates are excluded from the definition, namely cooperative societies, central government notified body corporate. Example they have given in the study material. Asian Development Bank is notified, central government notified, I said, notified to be excluded from the definition of body corporate. So in exam, if they ask you Asian Development Bank, which is doing business in India, like that they will ask a question. At that time, your mind should click. Asian Development Bank is excluded from the body corporate definition by a notification in the year 2018. Everyone understood the point clearly? Yeah? I want reply. Everyone has to reply. Please put your mind here. Reply. Like this, fastly we are going to revise everything and we are going further. After every concept, 2 minutes time I will give. We will revise. Then we will go into the next concept. Superb. Let us move towards the next part. Okay. See, differences between company and body corporate. These are all the good things that we have done in the material. I kept some time, prepared material. Let us see. What is the difference between company and a body corporate? Section 2 class 20, 2 class 11. Nature, exhaustive, inclusive. Equation, body plus corporate features incorporated under Companies Act makes a company. Body with corporate features incorporated under any act makes a body corporate. Applicability of Companies Act, fully applicable. Applicability of Companies Act to body corporate, applicable except in case of inconsistency. Okay, coverage. Every company is a body corporate. Every body corporate is not a company. Applicable law, Companies Act. Applicable law, Companies Act and their own law. For example, State Bank of India is there, governed by State Bank of India Act and also Companies Act. Simply to tell, State Bank of India Act, Companies Act clashes. SBI Act will prevail for SBI. SBI Act law, something is not said, happily follow Companies Act. Something is not said in Companies Act but said in SBI Act, happily follow SBI Act. Something is said in both in a different way, follow SBI. Everyone understood the equation clearly? Someone is asking DT extension window. I will open by tomorrow. Okay, va? So please concentrate on the class. We will discuss about that much later. Understood, everyone? Asian Development Bank excluded. That's it. Only that bank. Okay. Done. So we are now done with applicable law. Exclusions. Companies any exclusions? No exclusions. Companies Act is applicable to every kind of company. But body corporate law, cooperative society will have corporate features. It's a body. But cooperative societies act is there for them. Therefore, cooperative societies and CG notified body corporates are excluded. These are all the differences between company and a body corporate. Okay, did you now understand the importance of our new notes? So we try to present every concept in such a understandable fashion. Student can easily understand whatever we are discussing in the class. So if anything comes from my mouth in the class, that will be there in the notes. Okay. So notification, not just writing that CG has notified. I kept MCA notification also here. See there. In exercise of powers conferred under so and so section, central government hereby specify for the purposes of the said clause, enna clause 11, Asian Development Bank referred to in Asian Development Bank Act 1966 is excluded. Means what? Powers conferred the Asian Development Bank referred to in clause B of subsection 2 of the Asian Development Bank. Simply to tell, exclusion happened to Asian Development Bank. This is what he wanted to tell. That's why I have written clearly here, Asian Development Bank is notified to be excluded. Everyone understood the point clearly? Okay, Asian Development Bank agreed with Indian government. Okay, I will not follow your company's act. Asian Development Bank is for entire Asian continent. So many countries are there. All those countries will get funding from that bank. They said that I am not belonging to any one country to follow your company's act. Therefore, they said that you exclude me from the definition first. Then I will give you money. Then government said that okay, we want money first. Whether you apply companies act or not is a different issue. So therefore, they excluded Asian Development Bank for the country's benefit. Understood? Yeah. Nextly, now we are going to start with kinds of companies. Hey, listen carefully from here. Serious turn we are going to take, understanding each and every point from the exams point of view as well as from concept point of view. Let us start. Okay. See, open the notes, keep it with you. Listen to this. Private company definition. What is the definition of a private company? Private company means a company having minimum paid up share capital as may be prescribed and which by its articles restricts right to transfer its shares except in case of a one person company limits the number of members to 200. Provide next provisos we will read later. Third point, we read point 1, we read point 2. Point 1, restrict the right to transfer the shares. Next one, except in case of one person company limits the total number of members to 200. 3, prohibits any invitation to the public to subscribe for any securities of the company. Simply to tell, private company means a company. First, it should be a company having minimum paid up share cap. How much? That I will not tell. Some capital you should have. Okay. And second condition, by the articles. By the articles. Open the notes. Hey, Tungalia, open the notes here. Keynotes to remember. Keep the heading first. Provisions requiring AOA approval. Write down. As per section 2 class 68, AOA decides whether a company should be a private company or not. Continue. Okay. It shall contain three things. To make it a private company. Below write down. Restrict, limit, prohibit. Restrict, transfer of shares. Limit, number of members not exceeding 200. Prohibit, public subscription. Simple language. So one point we completed. And like this, whenever in any section we find the word article, immediately we will fill here. Such that exam time 30-40 points will form. Then you will really understand, okay, in this chapter, these sections require articles. In this chapter, these sections require articles approval. Like that, you will remember things. Understood the strategy clearly, everyone? Understood? Okay. Next. So restrict transfer of shares, limit number of members not exceeding 200, prohibition on public subscription. Okay. Like this, we are going to write now 4 or 5 pages you leave. Okay, 4 or 5 pages completely you leave because articles ki so many sections will come. Okay. So in whenever we find articles point, we will write here with proper explanation, not just writing section number. We will write section number and we will analyze like this. As per section 2 clause 68, articles will decide whether a company should be a private company or not. It shall contain 3 things to make a private company in your easy understandable language. It restrict transfer of shares, limit number of members to 200, prohibit public subscription. Like this, there are around 60 sections, almost 45-50 sections where articles will come. So all those we will write here. So make 5 pages completely dedicated for articles. Memorandum only 10 places it will come. So mainly this is the most important one, and next one is a time limit. Next one is what? A time limit. Okay. Now, so now I will ask one question. It's a question time. I will ask to the students. You will be replying to this. Okay, what? My question is, private company articles, 3 things should be there. All 3 things should be there. Restriction should be clearly mentioned that there is a restriction on transfer. There is a limitation on number of members not exceeding 200. There is a prohibition on accepting subscription from the public. Inviting them to participate on public subscription is also prohibited. Understandable. Please tell me what really we mean by restriction on transfer of shares. Question for you. Don't tell we will restrict the transfer. Don't repeat the statement. Give me examples as to what you mean by restriction on transfer of shares. Everyone participate, reply. What do you mean by restriction on transfer of shares? How it will apply? Not to transfer to public or any other person. Okay. Almost everyone is answering the same thing. Public you should not transfer. Members cannot sell the share. See, one person is putting a message, members cannot sell the shares. I just wanted to rectify his point, his or her point. Members cannot transfer, now that become prohibition again. Here they use the word restrict, not prohibit. Restrict means do it with proper approvals. Prohibit means you cannot do. Third one is a prohibit. Okay. So you tried your level best. Very thankful for that. But learn it in a proper way. Okay. Because recent exam trends, what I found, they are not superficially asking questions on outer layer. They are going in depth and testing the knowledge of the student, which is good when you practice as a chartered accountant. But at a student level, to what extent it is fair to ask that much difficult is a point here. But we need to prepare ourselves for the worst case. Okay, thank you. Now I will first show you what do we really mean by restriction on transfer of shares. Okay, how it actually apply. Okay, you can stop putting the messages. I will show you the answer now. Please, everyone. I'm going to show you the answer. You can stop putting the message. So what really we mean by restriction on transfer of shares? Okay. Yeah. See here. In our notes, I have given that. Manner of imposing restrictions. No other booklet you will find this. Out of my practice as a CA, with my knowledge that we gained over the last 12 years, I kept these points. So please concentrate properly and see. How come restrictions can be imposed? Manner of imposing restrictions in a private company. Every shareholder can transfer his shares as laid down in AOA and in accordance with the provisions of law. Okay. However, in case of private company, there can be reasonable restrictions on transfer of shares to avoid unwanted participation by strangers and rivals enter into a closely held company. Okay, what are the types? See, restriction, how they can restrict? By authorizing the directors to refuse the transfer of shares to person whom they do not approve. This is one type of restriction. I will give you a reference to section number 56 and 57 and 58 of Companies Act. Okay, listen. there is a section called as section number 57, 58. Okay, 56, 57, 58, 59. These are all transfer related sections. Whenever transfer has to happen, a procedure is there. First, we need to sign on a instrument of transfer. Okay, and we need to send it to the company within 60 days. Company will start the registration of transfer of shares. Who should register? Director should register. Who should register? Director should register the transfer. That directors will stop the registration. When registration is stopped, what will happen? What to whoever you are transferring, that person ki transfer of shares will not happen. This is restriction. Simply to tell, I will explain you. Private company is there. I am the member now. B is a rival. B is a rival. I said to the directors, I wanted to leave this company. Director said, okay, you leave. Sell the shares to someone. Okay. Then I have written the transfer in the name of B. And I sent to the company board of directors. Board of directors saw that. B, in this entire world, you can't find a better person than him. He's a rival to our company. How dare you can write his name? We are rejecting. That's how restrictions can apply. Means to whoever you want, you can't transfer. In the articles, I can write clearly as a restriction, type of restrictions. If board rejects any person, you cannot transfer to him. You transfer to 1,000 people, but one person we said no, don't to him you should not transfer. So that is what type of restriction. Next, by compelling and putting pressure on the shareholders to offer shareholding to the existing shareholders first. This is another type of restriction. They can tell there are around 20-25 shareholders are there. You wanted to leave now. You do one thing, sell to our existing shareholders. One person will take 1,000 shares, another person will take another 1,000. Like that you sell. Why you are going to some outsider? This is another way of restriction. Next, by providing that before selling or transferring his share by the shareholder, directors must be communicated in writing. Okay, that means first communicate to us, then you sell. By specifying method of calculating the price at which share may be sold. Very, very important. They can tell at whatever price you want, you should not sell the share again. Price should be decided by board of directors. I'm not telling don't sell, you sell, but sell at this price, restriction. This is another type of restriction they can impose. Everybody, did you now understand really what is a restriction? I'm talking to you all, everyone. Understood what is a restriction now? Okay, so this is how the restrictions could actually apply. So now tell me, private company definition law, what is the main point? Private company, hey, listen. One exam question is there which is very, very litigant. So please concentrate properly. We are going to discuss one very difficult exam question that came from private company definition. Private company means a company which is having minimum paid up share capital. Okay. Next, it will restrict transfer of shares, limit number of members to 200, prohibit public subscription. But main point is this part. This part means which part this is? This is about a proviso. Let us see. What is the danger in this proviso? Let us observe. Everyone concentrate. When I ask questions, no silence. At that time, you should reply properly. Okay, no mistakes expected. See here. Provided that where two or more persons hold one or more shares in a company jointly, they shall for the purposes of this clause be treated as a single member. Be treated as a single member. Let us say, for example, there are two or more persons holding one or more shares in a company jointly. They shall, for the purposes of this clause, be treated as a single member. Be treated as a single member. Let me first explain you the logic behind this concept. Private company law already number 200. Okay, joint holders, if you start counting them separately, 200 number will be reached very quickly, which is of no logic. Therefore, what they said, joint members are treated as a single member. Joint members will be treated as a single member. So I will ask one question, everyone please answer. Okay, for the purposes of Companies Act, joint shareholders are treated as dash member. For the purposes of Companies Act, joint shareholders are treated as dash member. Okay, joint shareholders are treated as a single member. Like this, you should not think. In Companies Act, joint shareholders are treated as a different members only. Only for the purposes of Section 2, Clause 68, it will be treated as a single member. All answers are wrong. All answers are wrong. Don't give the reply. All answers are wrong. Answers are wrong. All your answers are wrong. Please don't give reply again. Over. Chance given, you have given wrong answer. Joint shareholders are treated as separate members only. Only for the purposes of this clause. Hey, what you are reading here? This clause. Private company purposes. Array. Public company, there is no limit on number of members. Now you can have even 1 crore members. Though not there in any company example. They can be even be a 1 crore members. When there is no limit, why you should treat joint shareholders as single member? You can treat them as separate only. Apply mind properly. Yeah, that's why I'm telling you. It's not like just reading superficially. Simplified notes, 100 pages notes, these all problems will come. That's why we are making a full length analysis on each and every line. Okay. So summary nonsense, all these things are shattering your understanding. See, this clause. Shall I give you an example? Listen. There is one section in Companies Act. Okay. Later you read, not now. There is one section in Companies Act. 106 subsection 2. Do you know what 106 subsection 2 says? If, general meetings chapter, if there is a shareholder who is holding share jointly with 2 or more persons. Okay. A, B are holding 100 shares and 100 totally there are 100 shares here. A and B jointly purchased them. A gave 50% fund, B gave 50% fund. And in this 100 shares, 50 shares should belong to A, 50 shares should belong to B. Correct? General meeting conducted. Who will go and vote? Both will go and vote. A will vote for his 50 shares. B will go and vote for his 50 shares. These votes can be voted in favor. These votes can be voted against. Like this it can happen. Other 106 subsection 2. If you treat them as a single member, how this is possible? Yeah. Understood or not? If joint holders will be treated as single member for all the purposes of Companies Act, how this is possible? Okay. How that is possible if joint holders are always treated? That's why word to word everything is important. Like this, they're asking questions in exam. Recent trends. They're picking one word and they're asking question. Student generally will understand and go to exam gone. Joint holders treat as single member. Single mark also will not get. Clear? Clarity, please. Clarity of thought is the most important key here. So this clause only since a private company ki 200A limit. What you are treating joint holders as a double members or triple members? For example, in a HUF there are 40 members. HUF purchased one share. Okay. HUF purchased one share. Now one share is held by 40 members of fund inside that. Correct? 40 members are there. 40 members of funding goes to HUF joint account. From the joint account, they purchased one share. One share purchase pannatana. So now you answer my question. One share they purchase, undoubtedly. That one share belong to one member, 40 members are 40 and 40 persons are 200 is the limit. If 5 HUFs like this participate, na gone, 200 gone, exhausted. Therefore, lawmaker said only for the purposes of private company definition or when you are discussing something about private company, joint members are treated as a single member. Understood the point clearly? Okay. So this is the point. Sir, you said some important point here. This is not the important one. Now starts the most important and dangerous one. See, provided further that a person who are in employment are in the important word having been formerly of the company were members of the company while in that employment and have continued to be the members after employment cease shall not be included in the number of members. Okay na? I will give a minute time. I want every one of you to read point A, point B in the proviso. Start reading. 1 minute time for you. No mistakes expected once after giving the time. From here till here, one super question is there. Brainstorming question is there. We will do it together. Okay. First of all, everyone reply. Can I ask the question now? Not question, questions now. Everyone, are you ready to answer? Exam questions. I will show the exam question also to you. Okay. Now, see here. I have some good questions to ask on this. Let me show you. Okay. See here. Private company. Okay, va? I will first write down. I will give time for you to copy the examples. Okay, va? Later you can write down. First listen. See. On 1/4/26, A became employee. I'm talking all about private companies. Here again, you need not ask a company public, private. You need not ask me private. Okay, so all are private companies. If it is public, I will tell you clearly. Okay, on 1/4/26, A became employee in a company. A became what? Employee in a company. On 10/6/26, and today. Okay, on 10/6/26 today, company issued shares to him. Company issued shares to him. Number of members in that company are 100 today. Okay, today number of members are 100. Now, employee Mr. A will be added to make 101 or not? That is the first question. Tell me. He will be counted into the number of members or not? Number of members on this day is 100. On 1/10/10/1/2026, number of members will be how much? 100 or 101? First answer that. 100 or 101? Okay. So Answer is very clear. 101 do not apply. Still it is 100 since present employee not counted into 200 limit. Write down this. Write down this. Present employee not counted in 200 limit. Okay, done. Have you done with writing the notes? Done. Next one. Next. Example number 1 completed. Example number 2. Listen first. After that you can write. On 1426, number of members is 200. Okay. Private company. On 10/6/26, a employee issued with 100 shares. Sir, number of shares 100 na 100 members will not be there. One member issued with 1 share or 1000 shares, so counted as one member only. So A is an employee issued with shares. 100 shares he was issued with of this private limited company. Okay. So one thing is clear. Number of members still 200 only. Still 200 only, because he will not be counted, because on that day he is a present employee. Next. On 10/8/2026, A resigned to the employment, continued as a shareholder. Continued as a shareholder. Now how many members you will take? He resigned. He is no more an employee of your company. Now what you will do? The moment A resigns, you will add that 1% to the 200, making it 201, and violate provisions of private company, or still 200 will be there. What you will do in this case? Very good. So that's why what they said, persons having been formerly in the employment were members of the company while in that employment and continued to be the members after employment ceased. Exactly our case. Okay. Still it will be 200 only. Past employees issued with shares while in employment excluded from 200 limit even after they leave employment. In a simple understandable language, I am writing past employee issued with shares while in the employment is excluded from 200 limit even after they leave the employment. Okay, what? Okay. Now, third example. This example also 1 minute time I will give. Please copy down fast somewhere else. Okay. Next. Example number 3. Example number 3. See here. This one you have to first listen to me. Okay, va? Later you can write. I will give time. On 1 4 26, number of members in a particular company are 200. Private company. Okay. See, on 10/4/26, company issued shares to 10 employees. Shares to 10 employees. Okay, issued shares to 10 employees. Next, or I will do this way. 100 number of members are there. On 10/4/26, issue of shares to 10 employees was made. Next, on 10/6/26, 2 employees resigned. Okay, 2 employees resigned. On 10/7/26, resigned employees sold shares to outsiders A and B. Later on 10/8/26, resigned employees repurchased shares. Number of members, number of members, number of members, number of members. I want answer for all the 4 cases. Torture will be like this in exam hall. Now, did you expect this kind of questions? Participate, everyone. Be on live when class is going on. Okay. So everyone has answered. Okay. Let me give you the final answer now. See. First, 1/4/26 number of members 100. Okay. 10/4/26 issue of shares to 10 employees of a company. Employees means present employees na. So number of members is 200. No addition since they are present employees. Roughly I am writing. Next, 10/6/2026 ki what happened? 2 employees out of 10 resigned and went away. Now number of members is 100. Past employees issued shares while they are in employment. While they are in employment. So no addition again. So no addition. Next, resigned employees, those who resigned, na, they sold the shares to AB. AB are outsiders, they are not insiders. Na? So 1 or 2 it will become. Okay. Since resigned past employees sold shares not continued as members. Okay. Next, resigned employees again repurchased shares. Still one or two will continue because the condition under section 268 while in that employment is violated. See, the words used are while in that employment. Now I am not in employment. Na? When I repurchased, I was not in employment. So I will be counted into 102, 100. I mean, to the total number of members limit K will be counted. Now, did you understand how questions can be tested from a small definition called as a private company? Everyone reply. Okay. So logic is very simple. Yeah, lawmakers' intention was very clear. Generally, to motivate the employees, companies will issue ESOPs. 200 limit is on members, not on employees. A private company can have 10,000 employees also. To motivate 10,000 employees, like 1,000 employees, I wanted to motivate them. I said all the employees, 1,000 employees, I will give ESOPs if you perform well. Okay. So further they will perform well in the company. If you include them, I can give benefit only to 200 employees. You restrict number of members to 200, but don't restrict my employees to perform. That's why lawmaker intended to exclude the employees from the company. Hello, I'm talking to you. Okay. So this is how we need to understand the point here. Everyone understood the concept clearly? So originally 100 are there. 100 became 100 continued to be 100 till then. They sold to AB. 100 will be added by A and B 102. A and B went out. Again 2 employees came. Now 102 will be replaced with 102 number only, because 100 it will not become. The condition while in that employment was violated in the fourth case. Okay. So hopefully you understood the discussion clearly, everyone. Okay, done. So with this we completed the full analysis on private limited company definition. Just in our notes how private limited company was discussed, let us see, and then we will jump into our DT class for today. Okay, see here. Private company additional analysis. This is the beauty of our notes. Whatever is there on interpretation will be on the additional analysis. Private company shall be a company first. It shall have minimum paid up share capital. Status of private company is defined by its articles. That means if article contain restriction, limitation, prohibition, it becomes a private company. In the absence of such restrictions, it shall not be regarded as a private company. Specification, restriction, transfer of shares, limit, 200, prohibit, invitation of public. Private companies can be converted into public company after complying with provisions of section 18 and other relevant rules of company. That we will see in incorporation chapter. Requirements of minimum paid up share capital shall not apply to a section 8 company. Okay, so very, very important point here. See, in case of a section 8 company, minimum paid up share capital requirement shall not apply. What do you mean by minimum paid up share capital requirement shall not apply? You should have capital. That concept is not there. Reason I will tell you. Section 8 companies are incorporated as companies limited by guarantee, not by share capital. Therefore, share capital requirement is for a section 8 company. When we will give that advantage to section 8 company, if it is non-defaulted section 8 company. Non-defaulted in what? Filing financial statements under 137, filing annual return under section number 92. And if you do not file financial statements under 137 or do not file annual return, then I will not give this benefit to section 8 company. అంటే సెక్షన్ 8 కంపెనీకి ఐ విల్ గివ్ బెనిఫిట్ ఆఫ్ నో షేర్ క్యాపిటల్ ఓన్లీ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ నాన్ డిఫాల్టెడ్ సెక్షన్ 8 కంపెనీ. ఓకేవా? ఐ విల్ ఆస్క్ ఏ క్వశ్చన్ యా, మేబీ పీపుల్ కెన్ అండర్స్టాండ్ దిస్ ఆర్ నాట్, ఐ డోంట్ నో ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ. ఐ హ్యావ్ వన్ క్వశ్చన్ ఇన్ మైండ్. See, financial statements are filed under 137. Annual returns are filed under 92. Then lawmaker should have written as annual return filing la default and financial statement la default. Annual returns or financial statement. Like that they should write. 92 will come first, 137 will come later. But why they are writing as financial statements first and annual return later? Lawmaker, if he does something, there will be a reason for that. Are you understanding the point or not? Unnecessarily they don't write anything. So they written 137 first and 92 next, instead of writing 92 first and 137 later. Okay, the reason is very clear. 137 la financial statements are filed within 30 days of AGM. Annual return is filed 60 days of AGM. Those sections the annual return come first, filing la first financial statements will go first. Clear everyone? We can prepare both at the same time, but filing point of view, first financial statements are filed, next annual return will be filed. So 30 days of AGM ki financial, okay, 60 days of AGM ki annual return. That's why that consensus la difference will come. Okay, so see here, special analysis on limit of 200. Joint members are treated as single member. This is significant in case of wife and husband holding the shares jointly or shares held jointly in the name of HUF. Present employees are not included into the limit of 200 if two conditions are satisfied. He is a present employee and holding the shares of company. Past employees are not included into the maximum limit of 200 if three conditions are satisfied. He is formerly an employee, were members while in employment, continue to be a member throughout the though not an employee. Means even if you go out of employment, you should continue as a member. Understood? So these are all the points that we need to understand with regard to private company definition, which is very, very important. With this, we are stopping our first day class for law. Next to tomorrow's class, we are going to complete fastly all the types of companies with amendments also. Okay, with amendments also we'll complete along with the question bank discussion. So we completed what is a company, we completed what is a body corporate, we completed what is a private company. Tomorrow's class, we will complete we will complete almost all the important definitions. Okay, tomorrow's class la I am going to give you a super bonus. Enna bonus na? We are going to discuss managing director, manager, KMP, officer in default like never before. In classes I never taught those. So for you, the bonus is we are going to discuss, because in one of the latest RTP, I found a definition of managing director coming in the exam. And the days are not so far where they will ask a question on managing director in exam. What they will tell, managing director concept is there in CA final, but definition is there in interna. Why you did not study? It's there in study material. And one question is also there in study material. Then why you did not prepare? Like that they will question us. Yeah. Okay. So therefore, tomorrow's class we are going to discuss two types of companies. I will complete public company and I will complete government and foreign. Three companies we will cover, and 5 definitions which are not taught in the regular class, not even in exam oriented, we are going to cover in the tomorrow's class. Okay, so you should attend to understand these 5 definitions. I will just to show you one point. See this. Yes. 1 minute. You should first know na motivation to listen. Why I should listen? Motivation. What is the motivating factor? See the screen once. Okay. See here. Officer 2 class 59. Clearly I have given the material. Managing director ki post-mortem I have done. Literal post-mortem of line to line. So test to become MD. Meaning of substantial powers. Power to do routine acts of routine nature means what? Other analysis like can be a director. Removed as a director, what will happen? Removal procedure, how to be made? Name not a criteria. Interpretation of such as. Interpretation of occupying the position of. See here. Bare Act, what they said? Occupying the position of. So what do you mean by this? Here they use the word such as. What do you mean by this? Tomorrow we are going to have a complete discussion on these two aspects. Okay. Next we are going to discuss manager. Next KMP. This is expected question for the next coming exam because there is an amendment. Next one is officer in default. Okay. In that, what is the meaning of the term any? See, for the purpose of any. Also, what is the meaning of that any? Okay, next for that examples, author's example. Next one is the word namely. Okay, next any of the. Next liability in different cases. Next ICA example also we are going to cover. And ICA given example means they are having in mind to ask a question in exam. Days are not so far. So that's why I'm telling you very clearly, these are all in the new study material, these are added. So we are going to cover all those things in this particular sessions as well. Are you all with me? So first of all, I want reply from everyone listening. Do you really get satisfied with the today's class or not? Honest reply from every one of you. Everyone. 700 participants means 700 participants should answer. Are you all satisfied with the today's discussion or not? Clear? Very good. Very good. Thank you very much. Every day we will have same energy, same consistency and same commitment. Okay. We are not going to reduce even a single day. Whenever class is there means we will have the same kind of energy, same kind of commitment and same kind of consistency. That is what I also expect from you. 750 participants, 750 should be present throughout the live. Okay. So this is the discussion that we are going to have. So with this, we have completed one live for today. Which one? Law is over. Next, I should change myself. Now I should become Onion in Onion Vikram Mara. I need to change my character now. Suddenly from this one, I need to come to direct tax now. Okay, va? I will give you 10 minutes break. Please take a break and assemble soon. I am going to tell how we are going to tackle the direct taxes also very clearly with the provisional analysis. Every single point. Exam papers are coming tough now in DT. So we are going to do 300 different kinds of questions to make ourselves perfect in the subject called as direct taxes. Okay, better than law we are going to study through beautiful kind of illustrations. Clear, everyone? So with regard to the audit, in the month of June end, July, in the month of July, Vaidegi ma'am will be taking the audit for you for around 80 to 90 hours. She will be taking the complete audit from proper concept oriented. So the classes will start. The dates I need to confirm with ma'am once. Once she confirm the dates, I will try to put it in the June month itself. If her dates were locked, we will have in July. Gem of a guy, super kind of analysis she will be doing. All the details with regard to the audit, 100% session will be there. 100% it will be completed by July itself. But the dates only I need confirmation because she was logged in some offline classes as well. So once she confirms me, immediately I will put a public update to all of you. Okay, but there will be a free classes only. Jaggi, for you the answer is yes. You can first complete that and you can listen to this. But probably the best thing is you first go through this every day. Then you listen to that. Not a problem. So another question, if the employee sold shares after they resign the job and it crossed 200 limit, what will happen? Generally, companies won't go to that limit and issue to employees. They will issue to employees only when the limit is proper. Okay, and you got a doubt, sir, if they sell, what will happen? Then board of directors will restrict the transfer. then what will happen? Your 200 limit will be 200 only. Okay. Mm. So if two members A, B sold shares to two employees again. A and B are two outsiders. Employees X and Y resigned and they sold. A sold again to X, B sold again to Y. Again two members replacement happened. Okay. Sir, anyway, Please assemble fast, everyone. Join fast. We are going to start with the DT class. So message to your friends also in the groups. The DT class has started such that they won't miss. Okay. So DT, that extension also I will be giving after the class. Okay. For the power play batches whoever have taken or regular, whatever the case may be. So anyway, let me start now. Okay. See here. Firstly, one another dangerous paper in our group one we are going to begin. That is CA Inter Direct Taxes. Okay, CA Inter Direct Taxes paper. Let me first tell you what we are going to do with DT now. Okay. As you can see here, DT is such a subject where provisions and practical questions are equally important. No one can understand a provision without practical illustration. No practical illustration has a meaning without the provision. Therefore, for entire DT paper, what we are going to do now, we are going to take a question. Through that, I will make you learn the concept in depth through the Bare Act and other study materials. Okay, well? So, how this will be, I will show you with examples. But before going into that, let me first show you the contents. This book is already kept for public access. I will share it in the Telegram group again. This is a PDF of my material. This is containing all kinds of updates. Okay, all kinds. Amendments are properly added. Everything was done already and book was completely ready for you. Okay, well? So see here once. First one is a basic concept. Residential status and scope of total income. Salaries. House property. PGBP. Capital gain. Other sources. Clubbing. Set off. Deductions. TDS. Return filing. Tax liability computation. These are all the various chapters applicable for our syllabus. Okay, well? See, first of all, I just wanted to tell you one thing. In what sequence we are going to take our classes, okay? First, we will cover basic concepts. Undoubtedly, DT is the most important one because one question will come in exam from the basics. Second, we will cover residential status. Third, I will go to, and I will write the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After that, I will go into tax liability computation. Finally, these two chapters we will take. In this sequence, if you can follow properly, out of 50 marks you will get at least 45 in your examination, because these are all the proper sequencing of the topics. And every student should first know in direct taxes as well. What is a direct tax? What are the various types of taxes available? What are the tax rates? How many kinds of persons are there? Who is an assessee? What is a previous year? What is an assessment year? What is the significance of assessment year and previous year? When the taxation will be made in the same previous year without going for assessment year, also called as accelerated assessment basis. Okay. After that, we are going to discuss about agricultural income, scheme of partial integration, how that concept was derived, various types of tax rates, understanding surcharge, understanding marginal relief, understanding rebate, understanding relief. These all will be coming for at least 3 to 4 marks in every examination. Every single examination you will find this. Okay, because tax liability computation will be the last step for any answer. The tax liability computation is dependent on the basic concepts. So basic concepts like directly question may not come. For example, you are calculating capital gain. Yeah? You are doing a question on capital gain. What he will ask you? He will ask you tax to be paid. Okay, what you have to do? Capital gain will come. After capital gain, you need to apply rate of tax na 20 or 12.5. We have to apply the rate of tax or not. That will be learnt in the basic concepts. So every question la 1 or 2 marks will be dedicatedly given for the tax liability computation. Correct? So there are 6 questions in exam, practical question. 6 into 2, 12 marks. That 12 marks is dependent on the basic concepts we are going to learn today. Not today, first 2 classes. We will discuss properly on basic concept, because so many concepts will be there. Okay, sir, I won't believe, sir. Sir, I will show you how many times exam questions came in basic concepts. Okay, na? See the screen. Question 1. Question 2, 6 marks. Question 3, 4 marks. Question 4, 2 marks. Question 5, 3 marks. Question 6, 3 marks. Question 7, 2 marks. 8 is not an exam question, just like that. 13 came for 5 marks. 14 came for 6 marks. 15 again came for 6 marks. 16 came for 6 marks. 17 came for 3 marks. 18 came for 6 marks. 19 came for 6 marks. 20 came for 7 marks. This is exam. Students are literally leaving basic concepts. And they are in a thought process that we have to do PGBP, we have to do capital gains, but you are forgetting that every question you do in exam, final tax liability computation is based on 2 things. Number 1, tax liability scheme of taxation. Second one, rates of tax. Rates la again rate of tax, surcharge rate, marginal relief or rebate. All these should be understood. So this takes time. So we will put equal amount of time for basic concepts first. Have fullest clarity. What is the default tax regime? What is the regular, the optional tax regime? Rates of tax for individuals, HUFs, companies, firms, AOPs, BOI, artificial juridical persons. We will understand first. Clarity. After that, we will go into the problem solving part. And we will become expert in this chapter, such that wherever question like tax liability, surcharge, marginal relief, anything comes, like anything, we will do the answers with confidence. Everyone clear? Reply. I'm telling you seriously, than law paper, DT paper is coming tough in exam. Every exam I'm talking. In general, DT paper is coming tough. Why? We are doing some question answers without understanding concepts. They are touching the concepts. So we have to have a full clarity. Okay, na? So please ensure that you are having fullest clarity on the subject. Okay. Now listen carefully. First point number 1. I am not going to waste even a single minute of your time. We are not doing any regular class, I know. We are completely going on exam come concept. So therefore, what is required for the exams with the concept, I will explain them. Okay, well, directly I will be going to See here once. Yeah. Tax liability computation sheet. Okay. Tax liability computation sheet. Please listen carefully. Okay. Tax liability computation sheet. How our income tax liability computation sheet will look like. Okay. See. First one, income from salary. Income from salary la salary income, allowances income, perquisites income. Okay, when we deal with salary chapter, I will explain the difference between all the three. Totally we call as a gross salary. If you are going by default regime 115 BAC, standard deduction is 75,000. If you are going by optional regime, it is 50,000 standard deduction. Any entertainment allowance or professional tax already paid, you can remove them. Then the taxable income under the head salaries will come. Okay. Income from house property. Adjusted NAV. You have to write. There are deductions under 24. Taxable income under house property. Next. PGBP. We will take P&L account net profit as per your books of accounts. To that we will make additions and deductions. What is added? Amount debited to P&L means deduction already taken but not to be allowed. So we should disallow the deduction. Means what? Add back to the profits. Like that expenditure not brought into account. You spent something but you did not bring into the books. So that we will reduce. See, first one, you deducted something which should not be deducted. So added back. You did not deduct something which should be deducted. Therefore, we deducted now. Third one, incomes not brought into the credit of P&L but are taxable. Certain incomes you did not bring to the P&L credit. Because of that, net profits are reduced. Now I will add them in tax. Add. Incomes, some incomes you brought into the P&L, but those are not really P&L incomes. So now we have to reduce that, deduct. So that will become the income taxable under the head PGBP. Capital gains. Structure of capital gain. First capital gain you need to compute depending on whether long term or short term. Exemptions under 54 section. 54 yeah, 54 there are so many sections again. 54 B is there, D is there, E is there, EC is there, okay, H is there, G is there, GB is there, GA is there, like that, so many are there. So those all deductions, exemptions we will take. Amount taxable under the head capital gains we will take here. Other sources, gross income you are going to take, deductions under section 57, taxable income under the head other sources. This is the fifth one. 1. Salary. 2. House property. 3. PGBP. 4. Capital gain. 5. Other sources. All put together, we call as the gross total, we call it as the total income before any kind of adjustment. On that, we will make set off and carry forward. Balance is called as a gross total income. Gross total income. On this gross total income, we will apply deductions under section 80C to 80U. Deductions. This is the total income liable to tax. Now listen carefully to the point. This answer will come right if you know the salaries chapter. This answer will come right if you know house property chapter. Same if this answer will come right if you have clarity on PGBP. This answer will come right if you have knowledge on capital gains. This answer will come right if you have knowledge on IFOS. This answer and this answer will come right if you have knowledge on set off and deductions respectively. But this answer will come right only if you have a knowledge on basic concepts of income tax. Because up to here, for example, if the question came for 12 marks, up to here 10 marks they will give. But this step has a 2 marks. This 2 marks you will get if you have knowledge on basic concepts. Other basic concepts ki importance. Everyone understood or not? Reply. Reply everyone. Understood or not? So, remaining all depends on different chapters. But the final answer is dependent on how you understand the basics. So, like this 6 questions will come. 1 to 2 marks they will give for tax liability. 6 into 12 marks is the weightage of these basic concepts. Directly question may not come from basic concept. But your last step in every answer is a basic concept. So if you don't have clarity on that, every concept you will lose. That's why I always tell, in income tax, which chapter is most important? Undoubtedly, I will tell basic concept because basic concepts will be touched for around 10 to 12 marks in every exam. How 10 to 12 marks show me means every question tax liability will be there. So every question basic concepts will be there. Clear everyone? Done. So this is how it will be. Okay. Now listen carefully. As I said, I'm going directly into exam points discussion. Okay. First day of our today's class, I'm not going to put lot of burden on you. And again, I know that here it's at 10:45 means there it is somewhere around 9:15 for you. As of now, 9:60 na India la time. Evening 9:60 na 9:16. Am I right? Yeah, 9:16. I know. Exactly. One and a half hour difference will be there. I'm talking about the total overall time. 11 and a half hours difference will be there. Yeah. Sorry, anyway. Let us now start with the discussion. I will not tell a lot many things today. I will just tell you what are all the normal tax regime and default regime. For today, I will not burden your mind also. But next class, until tomorrow's class onwards, you will prepare your mind. Class will be from 6:30. It will start. It will be till 9:30. Okay, if you miss, you will miss. That's all. I'm not going to provide any kind of recorded content. You join live, you take full benefit. Okay, well, as I said, first few days I will put it on YouTube also. But after that, once we go into the mainstream discussion, I will not put anything. Join live and take the full benefit. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, see here. Normal tax rates. What tax rates here? Normal tax rates. See, whenever I say tax rates applicable, tax rates will not be same every year. Tax rates will change every year. So, for the assessment year 26-27, amendments are there. That amendments we are going to discuss. Okay, well, please, concentration is the key. Listen carefully. We will do questions in the tomorrow's class. Discussion starts. Concept 1. Taxation of individuals. Taxation of what? Individuals. For individual HUF, AOP, BOI and AJP. Okay. For individual HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. If you are individual HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP, same provisions will apply. First, whether you are a resident, whether you are a non-resident, you are an individual. You are a individual. Not being a senior citizen, not being very senior citizen. Also called as a super senior citizen. Not being. Then up to 2,50,000, no tax. 2,50,000 to 5 lakh, 5%. 5 lakh to 10 lakh, okay, 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20%. More than 10 lakh, 30%. More than 10 lakh, 30%. So, up to 2,50,000, no tax. 2,50,000 to 5 lakh, 5%. 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20%. More than 10 lakh, 30% tax. So, there is no 10% tax rate. Observation number 1. 5, 20, 30. Tell me, we are all individuals, not being senior citizen, not being very senior citizen. What is the provision that you are going to apply to me? Up to 2,50,000, no tax. 2,50,000 to 5 lakh, 5%. 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20%. More than 10 lakh, 30%. Done. No, sir, I am a resident. Okay, I am a resident and my age is more than or equal to 60, but less than 80 years. So say for example, I am 75 years. Then what is the provision for me? You are called as a senior citizen. You are called as a citizen here, senior citizen. For you, what is the benefit given? For me, the benefit given is instead of 2,50,000, they gave 3 lakh benefit to me. Means up to 3 lakh, no tax, remaining same. 3 to 5, 5%, 5 to 10, 20, more than 10 will be 30. No 10% tax rate again. Okay. No, sir, I am 85 years. Then what category I will fall into? You are called as very senior citizen. You are called as what citizen? Very senior citizen. Then what will happen? Very senior citizen. In case of very senior citizen, slab 1 is removed completely. Means your slab A will start with 5 lakh. Up to 5 lakh, no tax. 5 to 10, same 20%. More than 10, 30%. In this, there is no 5%. There is no 10% itself. Directly 20%. And what is the lawmaker intention? In India, if a super senior or a very senior citizen is paying the tax, he is a high income individual. Then only we will touch them. If they are getting a meager amount of pension, they put concentration on pensioners. You are a normal pensioner getting around 5 lakh or 6 lakh of pension per annum. I am not going to touch you also. 8 lakh pension you are getting, I am not going to touch you. We will touch you only in this particular category. Sir, why sir 8 lakh you are saying? There is a rebate, relief also is there. That's why I am telling. So how come it will apply? I will discuss later. So up to 5 lakh we don't touch you. 5 lakh means what? Yeah. What do you mean by that 5 lakh amount? For example, I am getting 40,000 pension every month. 12 months, 4 lakh 80. Something similar to that. Means a person who is getting 4 lakh, 40,000, 50,000 pension per month, we are not even going to touch him. Okay, you are not coming into taxation. Only above 5 lakhs we will touch you with the 20% tax rate. There is no 10% rate for normal tax regime. Okay, well, so now sum up everything and revise. If you are an individual, everyone revise along with me. If you are a individual and you are a resident or a non-resident, if you are individual and going for optional tax regime, then your tax rates are as under. Up to 2 lakh 50 no tax, 2 lakh 50 to 5 lakh 5%, 5 to 10 50, 20%, more than 10 30%. Super senior citizen illa, senior citizen only residents ke this available benefit is there. So resident individual who is a senior citizen aged minimum 60 not more than 80 treated as a senior citizen. For you, instead of 2 lakh 50 replace with 3 lakh, up to 3 lakh no tax, 3 to 5 5%, 5 to 10 20%, more than 10 30%. You are a very senior citizen, first slab a gone, directly it start with 5 lakh, up to 5 lakh no tax, 5 to 10 20, more than 10 30. Okay, there is no 10% tax regime in optional part. Okay, well, these are all the various concepts that we can discuss in normal tax regime. Enappa everyone purinjida, everyone understood clearly or not? Reply. Hey, thungali everyone solunga, understood or not? Okay, so firstly, this is the discussion. I will share this notes also on Telegram group once after our class. Okay, you need not get any kind of problem. I will share full DT notes with you. Next, forget about surcharges now. Today's class, I'm not going to discuss surcharge. Is a very big discussion. Now, we saw about normal tax regime. Observation number one. Normal tax regime, assessees are divided on the basis of, individuals are divided on the basis of age. Age. Up to 60, normal. 60 and more than 60, less than 80, senior. More than 80, super senior. Also called as a very senior citizen. Okay, well, this we can understand. But when it comes to default regime, which is called as alternate tax regime once upon a time, which we call today as a default regime, there is no age concept at all. Okay, well, it is governed by 115 BAC subsection 1. For the assessment year 26-27, for your exams, if the total income is less than or equal to 4 lakh, no tax, and up to 4 lakh as a tax sale, more than 4 lakh, 8 lakh. See, 4 lakh you need to add. 4 to 8, 8 to 12, 12 to 16, 16 to 20, 20 to 24, more than 24. Total is 7 slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Start up to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 12, 12 to 16, 16 to 20, 20 to 24, more than 24. What are the tax rate? 5%. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's it. 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30. And a 10% rate does not come in optional regime, but 10% will come in default regime. These rates as aforesaid are applicable for individual HF, AOP, BOI, HAP. Okay, but there is no concept of age. So I am writing here. Okay, provision is applicable irrespective of the age of assessee. So these rates as aforesaid are applicable for individual HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. The alternate tax regime under section 115 BAC is now the default tax regime. Surcharge rates are same. Surcharge discussion we will anyway make in the tomorrow's class. Okay, first tell me today what is our what is our understanding. First understanding the tax rates applicable for our exams. Okay, I said again we are going through the exam come concept oriented. Completely regular class. Now I should start from the basics irrespective of exam. That takes a lot of time. Therefore, we are coming from the exam. Whatever is really most important for exam, in that we will go in depth. Compromise in depth post-mortem we will do. Okay, tomorrow's class we will see in DT. We will do around 10 questions from the basic concepts which will blow your mind. Okay, from RTP, MTP, past exam questions and more difficult AI based questions also we prepared and kept in this question bank. You will do all those things. Okay, let us first see. Point number 1. Normal tax rates. Normal tax rates. Tell me what are the normal tax rates? Individuals, AOP, BOI, artificial juridical person, or HUF, all of them one common thing. Age is important for individual. Up to 60, 60 to 80, more than 80. Okay. So slab rates are 2 lakh 50, 2 lakh 50 to 5, 5 and 5 to 10 and more than 10. Here 2 lakh 50 replaced with 3 lakh. Here first slab agon directly start with 5 lakh. There is no 10% rate. Senior, super senior citizen ki 5% rate also not there. Directly 20 and 30. Default tax regime, whichever we have seen from the assessment year 26 for that year, 4 lakh, 4 to 8, 8 to 12, 12 to 16, 16 to 20, 20 to 24 and more than 24. Tax rate 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Okay. Now, next doubt will come. Sir, we now discussed about all these things, sir. But these are applicable only for individuals, HUF, AOP, BOI, sir. Then what about company, firm, cooperative societies that you did not discuss? Now I am going to discuss about them. See, taxation of companies. Domestic company, normal tax rates, okay, more than if turnover or gross receipts of the previous year 23-24. Turnover or gross receipts of previous year 23-24, not 24-25, 23-24. Is more than 400, not more than 400, 25% is the tax rate. In all other cases, it will be 30%. Sir, why? I will discuss this in the tomorrow's class because I need to discuss surcharges. Surcharges discussion time, I will tell the logic also. Why we are not taking 24-25, why we are taking 23-24, I will give you explanation there. Foreign company, 35% is the tax rate. How much? 35%. Okay, now, next, surcharges we will discuss later. Taxation of firm, LLP and local authority. Tax rate 30%. Adi firm, LLP, local authority are 30. Surcharge rates we will discuss tomorrow. Cooperative society. See, less than or equal to 10,000, tax rate is 10%. More than 10,000, not more than 20,000, 20%. More than 20,000, 30%. Okay. So, up to 10,000, 10%. 10 to 20, 20%. More than 20, 30%. Nonsense here. Even till today, this is a nonsense because who don't have more than 20,000? Everyone will have. They are coming into 30% slab. And first, there is no question of no tax. Even if you earn 1 rupee, there is a 10% tax. So, less than or equal to 10,000, 10%. 10,000 to 20,000, 20%. More than 20,000, 30%. Okay, well? So, concessional tax regimes in different cases, all these things, tomorrow we will discuss. And then we will start doing illustrations also in that regard. See, one full day session, and full day means I am not talking 7 hours, 7-8 hours. To one session or 2 sessions, completely we will put only on understanding the tax rates. First question, because this chapter does not come for 1 mark, 2 marks. 10 marks this chapter will come. Every question will end up with tax liability computation. In some questions, they will ask surcharge. In some questions, they will ask margin relief. In some questions, they will ask agriculture income. In some questions, they will ask default regime. In some questions, they will ask optional regime. In some questions, they will ask cess. In some questions, they will ask rebate. In some questions, they will ask relief. See how many concepts are there. So, we will be going to cover every single point. 2 classes I am dedicatedly putting on basic concepts only, such that all difficult adjustments in basics, okay, which are required for total liability tax computation, we are going to do in the next 2 classes. Okay, 3 hours we are going to spend on basic concepts. Okay, everyone please give a reply. Our first day of our live classes, as we committed already, First day is completed. Please give a review. Every day I will ask you a genuine review. Tomorrow we will again start with a fresh energy, consistency and commitment. Please give a reply. Did you all really found the classes to be important for you? Okay. Yeah. Every day we will have the class. If class is not there, I will well announce in advance to you. Okay, va? Tomorrow's class. Today law and today law and DT na. I said you already yesterday. I think I told you na in the video. Tomorrow's classes. Everyone, did you get the proper update or not? Yesterday in the video I already said. Some people are asking what about alternate minimum tax? Alternate minimum tax we will discuss in firm. We will discuss that. Tax liability competition. Last chapter is there we will discuss AMT. For CA final students also some are messaging. Yes, update will come today. Yeah. So tomorrow's class, direct taxes and financial management. First we will start with FM. Next we will start with the DT. Okay, va? First we will start with FM. Tomorrow FM will, FM they are playing football with you. Please be careful. We are going to do full length analysis on FM. Where level CA final range we are going to do the analysis, which will be useful for final also. Okay, va? Yeah. So thank you very much. Thanks for your consistency. Thanks for your cooperation. And a very, very big thanks for passing the message to many students to take the advantage of these free live classes. Okay. So we will have these sessions for the next coming 70 days, 75 days, whatever exam, till exam. We'll be having this and we will try to cover each and every point. Okay. Va? So thank you very much. Meet you again in the tomorrow's class. Morning from USA, evening at India. With all love and affection. Love from USA. Bye bye. Tomorrow we'll meet again. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mail will be received in next one day because I told in the last video, na, so many admissions have come. Unexpected 3,000 students enrolled. So that app is not supporting. That's why we are doing it. No worry. Books, if you did not receive Ramya Desati, please put a message now itself. I will get it done. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. All the very best. Don't miss the classes, especially DT and FM. Okay, especially DT and FM. Papers are coming very, very tough and litigant. And moreover, these two subjects are dangerous in my viewpoint because these will continue in final also again. Law also will continue in a different way. Now they are bringing law again back. 2027 they are bringing it. So at least next year it will come back again. But DT and FM, if you are not doing well here, now final will get affected like anything. Because there also you should see my face only again. If you do ba 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 here, na, there also ba ba ba. Gone. Thank you. Thank you very much. My exams are from 21st here. And by the way, I came to USA for my exams and some other works are also there here. So yearly once or twice I will be coming here. So 1 day extension. Okay, no problem. I will give. That's not a problem. Approximate days. There is no approximate days here. Till you write exam, I will be in support. Approximate date concept is not there for this. Classes will be there till you write the exam. That day also I will put revision class or something like that. Okay, thank you very much. Sir, you look handsome. అది కాంప్లిమెంటా కమెంటా థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ CA Inter DT books are CA Inter DT books means you ordered the books or what along with classes like that. PDF I will share. Okay, yeah. I will be leaving. Okay, I have another plan in US here, so I need to go there. Thank you very much and attend the class regularly. Okay, attend the class regularly. Bye bye. You ordered? Ordered means definitely you will get. If you did not receive, please put me a message. Now itself I will get it done. கருப்பு இஸ் நெருப்பா சரி நன்றி bye bye all the best. Hey, don't miss the class. Sin if you miss the class, curse. So if you have any doubt or something like that, you can ask in the tomorrow's class. I need to leave now. Okay, you go back to the video. If any doubt is there, I explained everything in detail. Yes, DT extension I will give. Jaggi, you can put me a message. I will give you the extension. Okay, not a problem. Okay then. Bye 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 bye. Love you all. என் நெஞ்சில் குடியிருக்கும். Bye.